Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mrs. Sibalo. If you're new here, please subscribe, like and comment. And if you are a returning subscriber, please make sure that you comment and you like. The story is about the dates that I had with my crush, and like things like took a curve, like a sharp curve. This is actually this story time like is like it's making me feel embarrassed, but yeah, these are the things that we actually go through on our daily basis. So once past, if you are actually bold enough to speak about it, then what, like, that's what we went through. So let me begin. You see, now I'm starting to ramble. So I actually, the story time is about the date that I had with my crush. So me and my crush, we met at work, but we're not working at the same department. So I used to see this person like maybe twice a week or maybe once a week, and yeah. So like this person like will be, let me say my crush, not this person. So my crush would be like, when he sees me, like, would be so nice, like, hi, how are you, and all this stuff. So like obviously I didn't care and stuff. Actually, I wouldn't have to care, because like we meet people like on a daily basis, and people are nice out here actually. So, and then like we met with this we met, and then like I would meet him like just passing each other, hi, hey, and all this stuff. So until this other day, I was with my colleague. So this colleague of mine like is asking me about this person. Hey, do you know this person? I was like, who's that? I don't even know the name of the guy, right? And this person was like, my colleague was like, no, you know this guy who's driving this kind of car and all the stuff, don't you? I was like, oh yeah, I see who you talking about. And like he told me his name. I was like, oh, okay, fine. So after my colleague like asked me about the guy, actually my colleague told me that like the guy is always talking about me and like always saying nice things and all the stuff. So after my colleague told me about the guy, I was like, okay, maybe I need to go and search for this person. Or before that, okay, after work, I happened to meet the guy, and I was like, oh fuck, this guy is so cool. Like, I don't know, like something developed out of nowhere. And then I went to do my stuff, and then I knocked off. And then when I came back at home, like I was actually thinking about this guy. I was like, oh this guy is so cool, like literally. And yeah, and then I forgot to search for his name the day like my colleague told me about him. And then like I came back at home, slept, and then the following day I met this guy again. I was like, oh fuck, you know what, fuck, I forgot to search for this guy. Like actually I'm starting to develop something. And also like just because he didn't send the guy to actually ask me like for anything, the guy like was just saying, oh, this guy is always talking about you when we're together and all the stuff. So it's like, okay, cool. Following day, yes, like I went on Facebook, and then when I went on Facebook to search for his name, and then I found out that like, okay, this guy and has the fiance, and like they are there on their cover and profile picture, like it's just a lovey-dovey profile. And guys, I was so disappointed. Like I was like, oh fuck, like this guy has a person, why am I developing feelings for him? And like, why? I was so hurt. Like it felt like I was in a relationship with the guy, and like askagathethi against the movie, and now I'm like, I'm just out here like singing. It's like, okay, it's fine. And yeah, I told myself that like, okay, maybe I need to stop, and let me just like be like accept the fact that like this person is a person, and even if like we have a thing, like it won't be like what I want, because like he is a person and I don't want to be such a, I'm not those kind of people. Like I happened to meet this girl, we worked together also, and he was like she was telling me about the same person, like my crush was telling me about my crush, like this lady is telling me about my crush. So I'm like, okay, like literally this person, maybe like he doesn't have guts to come to me, but also I'm confused. How is he doing that, like when he knows that like he has a person? And okay, I was like, oh, now remember, I accepted. I went to this my crush's Facebook profile, and I saw that like he has a person, and then I was like, okay, fine, no, I'm not gonna do anything with this person. I have to accept and move on. And then after, this lady came to me and talked about the very same person, so I was like, oh fuck, you know what, I think I need to find the numbers of the guy. And also remember, one thing about me, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna ask this lady for his numbers, and I'm not gonna ask my colleague for my crush's number. So I just wanted to do my, like, one thing about me, if I'm dating, I would rather like my relationship like has to be mine, like not people knowing about it, especially when it's new. So I was like, okay, maybe we can do something with this guy, and let me just try to protect and whatever. Days pass, I don't see the guy, and I told myself that like I'm gonna, if I happen to see the guy, I'm gonna ask for his numbers. But also for asking for his numbers, it's gonna consume me like embarrassment layer. Can you imagine? Like, okay, let's tell my number. I'm funny. Yo. Fine. I don't see this guy. Like I'm now like every day I'm thinking about this person. I remember I met one of the guy that like I'm so close with, like he's such a cool guy, and yeah, so I was like, do you know this person? Like, yeah, can you actually give me his number? I lied to him that like we have maybe some work, like higher branches and stuff. And then the guy, like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna send you to your WhatsApp. The guy had my number, and so he sent me his number, and now like I have my crush's number, but I don't know how to start or how to begin with the conversation. Like I don't know what to tell him, and I don't know if like I should tell him who gave whatever, like who gave his number to me. I'm like, okay, I have to actually text this guy. I have the number, so why am I like I'm up and downs? Like, let me text this guy. I told him how I feel, told him like actually he didn't ask me where I got his number, and like he was so excited. Like he even sent a voice note like oh wow, hey. I was like, okay, that means like it's cool. And after, he was like red flag. He was like, I'm gonna call you before I get home. So I was like, okay, fine. And then like he called me before he got home, and I was knocking off late that time, and it was like I'm gonna call you when I get home. And I'm thinking that like, okay, so you're gonna call me before you get home, and then when you get home, what's gonna happen? But like I'm just asking myself those kind of questions. And he was like, he called me before he got. I was like, okay, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. I was like, oh fuck, this guy, when he gets home, he won't talk to me. He won't even chat. And that's why I noticed that, like, okay, that means that the very same thing that I saw that he is in a relationship on Facebook, it was true. And yeah, since then I was free, like after telling him how I felt. And I was free, like literally. And I remember the following day, knocking off, he called me. I was like, can I meet you? I think we need to talk. I was like, okay, cool. And then he told me about his story, and like literally how like him and his fiance met, and like they're not married, but like they're still working on each other and all the stuff, like some like traumatic experiences that he went through with the relationship and stuff. But then I was like, okay, cool. Like I remember that time he took me home, because like I don't know, where was my car, or so like on beginning fine. And then like since then he was like, I'm not working this weekend, are you available? I was like, I'm not sure if I'm available, but like if I'm available, I'm gonna let you know. And I remember I was like, I'm gonna let you know before. And he was like, okay, cool, no problem. I told him that like I'm not working, I'm not gonna be working as well, so that actually means that like we can meet. And we met on Friday, the very same Friday. He was like, can I meet you today? I was like, okay, fine. He came to see me, we were cool, and it was just funny. Obviously, crush and crush, you know what does crushes do? So obviously. And I Kesana, and I remember like the following Saturday, obviously he went back to his place. And like the following Saturday, I was bored, like literally I had no plans, and I decided to actually ask him for a date, and he agreed. But him agreeing, guys, ooh, he was like, okay, it's fine, but like I don't have enough cash, I haven't got paid, like I'll get paid at this date and all stuff, on this date. I was like, okay, no, it's fine, I will pay for our booze, I'll pay for the bill wherever we're gonna go. And he was like, okay, cool, no, it's fine. Remember that time, like I was like just drinking, preparing myself for a date with him. And yeah, he also offered to actually transport me and him to the place. That means like I had to leave my car was back, so I had to leave my car, and then we're gonna go with his car. Fine, the guy come to my place. Obviously he finds out like, okay, I'm ready, and we can now leave. And then there we go. When we go, finally we're taking pictures. It's like what I was having a nice time. Guess I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. Masifika to the place that we're going to for our date. It's fine, people are having fun, kumnandi. And we go there. When we go there, we find our space, we sit. I happen to go and order the drinks that we're gonna drink, and I came back to my chair. And then like yeah, we were so cool. Like I ordered the what you call Harbly, also Oka pipe. Ordered Harbly, so fun. We are dancing, having fun. And like before midnight, guys, like before 12, we were going home. The reason behind that, let me tell you. When you get there, obviously I'm smoking Oka pipe. He doesn't smoke Oka pipe, he only drinks. And then finally, then I'm ordering Kesana. Okay, yeah. And then ixesha malithi lisiya, obviously these people, they offered me Oka pipe, so I can't change it. Like in the film does we change. And the guy was like, okay, no, I'm gonna change it for you. Yeah, change it, son. We change it. So sibanga, I don't know, basically light or when you were saying that. That's basically light, so being a light. I don't know what was the reason also. And I told the guy to actually be there, look for our beers, and then like I'm gonna go and call the guys who were serving us an Oka pipe. I'm going to the guys who were serving us Oka pipe, and telling them, bro, like we're trying to smoke, but then this Oka pipe is eating on us. Can you please assist us and all the stuff? So the guy came and he fixed like everything that was going on there in the table and with the Oka pipe also. And then like, okay, we smoked fine, kesana. And then like this happens for the second time. I'm trying to smoke. It doesn't, like the Oka pipe doesn't come. The what you call umsilo wakhona awuphumi. And then like ndibuyele guy like, bro, I'm tired, you know, like I don't have to actually doing ups and downs. Can I just drink in peace and smoke in peace? And then the guy came. Oh, he was like, you know what, just because I'm busy, can you bring your Oka pipe? Then I'm gonna do it for you. Gave the guy, and then he took the Oka pipe. He was like, no, there's something wrong, I need to fix it quickly. You can go and sit in your chair, I will come on your chair, I will come and I will come with it. I went to sit on my table, and then like he came, and then I smoked the Oka pipe. And then now like it was chaos. Like my Oka pipe is working, the people that are around us in the table, they want to smoke as well. And so like they're not asking me, they're asking my crush. I'm like, okay, fine, they can smoke. And then like I told the guy, I remember I had to go to a bathroom, and then I told him that like I'm going to the bathroom. And then while I was in the bathroom, I was chatting with him, and then I came out. When I came out, I think I was drinking my third Savannah. Yeah, I was drinking my third Savannah. And then like as I'm drinking, smoking, I see people are dancing. Like it's weird. It's like iyazula zula. It's like, hi man, I'm dizzy. Like I'm feeling dizzy. I'm asking myself like, no, what is happening up in like I don't understand. And I was like, and I was so annoyed with the people that were smoking my Oka pipe, because it's chaos. Someone is taking someone's kind, like it was just like, yo. And I was like, you know what, can we go home? Tell the guy, can we go home? I was like, oh really? I was like, yeah. And remember, we still have alcohol that we have on top of the table. Still have food. We still have habli that I didn't finish. Like, what's wrong? I was like, can you go home? And like he didn't hesitate. Like he was like, okay, wait, I'm just gonna go and ask for takeaways so we can go with our stuff. I was like, okay, sitting. While like I'm waiting on him to come with the takeaway, I'm literally like putting everything together. He comes, and when he comes, like the takeaways like are not enough. I was like, these takeaways that you came with, let's try to squeeze in some things, and then if there's some things that like are not enough to get in there in those takeaways, we can carry them by our hands, or we can ask security to actually take us to the car. And then like as we are actually ndiphakama phezu kwale tafile, isilungu, ndiphakama phezu kwale tafile. So njengoba ndiphakama phezu kwale tafile, like I'm walking and like ndidlula like kwaba bantu barisayo and all this stuff. So I'm like, no, let me ask for a takeaway. And also guys, njengoba ndiphakemile apha kule tafile walking to kuma waitresses, like ngithatha takeaway, and but like at the same time like I'm drunk, like dizzy, remember dizzy, and like forget heel. I'm nice, like literally ndihamba ngama-heel and ndizama ukubamba ama-steps njengoba bami ndihamba nge-heel, ndizama ukubamba ama-steps. Hayi man, ndiyazi ukuthi man, like ndiyazibuza ukuthi like ndinxile nini, because like isavana endiphetheyo yesithathu, so I can't be drunk ngesavana ezi-2, even nale yesithathu angakagqibise half. And as I'm standing there by bar ndilinde i-takeaway, yo bro, the girl fell, boom, pants 4:10 indlu yawa. Ayiwo njani sana, I can't kaloku, like really i-crush yam izawuthini, like ndiyadidizela ngoku andikwazi nokuhamba. Ayibo ndizama ukubamba izi-steps, I'm like i-crush yam izawuthini. Hayi nkosi yam, like I don't want to have this kind of image. Ayibo, and mase ndifika phaya ke ecaba ndithe mandisiwa, and then obviously the guy is next to me, he took my bag, and then ama-security eza ke nama-waitresses abuya azondithatha ndisa those like emergency room emaclubini, andisa ku-emergency room, and like ezindiwo man ndiyava nesavane iyandithela, like ichithekela le bendiyiphethe ngesandla, ndithi like obvious ndizohamba ndise lapha endleleni, iyandichithela man. So this guys bandithathe bayondibeka emergency room. Mandifike emergency room, I'm sorry, esi story sienda phezu kwisixhosa is because like ndifuna ukubalisela how I felt man, andikwazi ukuyibeka nge-English. And then like ndihleli ke like ndilele phayana, and then the guy is waiting. Also the guy told me that with like i-security azifunanga ukuthi sihambe, like andithathe andibeke emotweni then sihambe, because like ama-security bengatrusti i-crush yam ukuthi like maybe mhlawumbe ngaba nguye lo wenze le nto lena. That is why like ndisona and all the stuff, maybe khona something ayenzileyo kum, so maybe ufuna ukuyondithatha, maybe andenze izinto afuna ukuzenza apha kum. Like ndifuna ukuxelela guys, like azange like andanoba kufeyinta noba kwakwenzakalani that time, like azange nilale ixesha elide ne, but like I think like after maybe 4 minutes I woke up. Mandivuka, I was like fuck, like ngiyakhumbula ukuthi kwenzakaleni, ndiyayazi ukuthi ndiwe xa ndiphi, but like I'm like no ways, why bendiwa, what happened? And uvuka kwam ndi sober, like I have nothing, like ndi right and nix. So I'm asking the guy, like, he was happy that like I woke up. I was like, you're fit and yes. And then man vuka bankhulule ihlangu, like sindihamba ngegaws, ibhlukho yam imanzi. Like hayi bosana kanti ndibuze guy ukuthi like abafana le okapa bayifaka intoni, why ndizonxila like ngesavana yesibini, and like ndifuna manager ke ngoku, like ndibuza ukuthi like ukwenzakalani, like intoni lena bandifakele i-spiking or something, bandispikile kwi-drink yam okanye into yakhona kwi-okapipe, because like andina nix, the very same way ebendifike ngakhona, like ndisenjalo. And this guy, okay, manager engaged again, so bayabona ukuthi sendivukile, no one want to entertain me anymore, like so guy athi ngicela uyeke manager, my crush ngicela uyeke manager, and then can we just go home and stuff. I was like okay, it's fine. And then ndidlula kuma-bouncers wakhona ndiyababuza, guys kanti apha nithini, kunama-drugs or something, like kwenzakalani kule club, like why did that happen? But wakhona athi hey, izinto ezinjalo ziyenzeka sis. And then uguy, my crush, obviously was rushing me to actually go into the car so we can leave, because he was no longer like tipsy or something, he just wanted us to get home. And then like okay fine, apha emotweni I'm still asking myself ukuthi hayi bo sana kwenzakale nto and khumbuli kaloku So the guy was like, oh, maybe it's that Oka pipe. I was like, so this girl's like, I'm a bit busy, like, be China, Mpayana. So that means now, because of the and like, I'm thinking with like, also with those guys, like, remember that time when they play my guy, of which like, and that's no bang, no back maybe, because remember, the Oka pipe yam ndaisa kubo, and then like the third time ndifuna ukuthi bandincede, and then that was when like the accident le yenzekile, and then like I'm thinking with like, okay, maybe these guys for the third time ndiya kubo ndiyocela ukuthi bandilungiselele happily, like bafake something kwi happily. And also the guy was like, I think so, because like I get go, so fine. With the trauma that I had, went home, and when I got home, like I couldn't understand with like why, because like we were back at home. I think we went there at 9, and then we were back at home before even 12, maybe half 11. And now like I'm starting to drink because like I'm traumatized, like I need the answers, like I'm stressed, like I was like, no, what, let me just drink and stuff. So the guy didn't want to drink anymore. He was like, you know what, I'm just gonna rest and stuff. Like, okay, cool, it's fine. So like the following morning, called my friends. Actually, I made a status about what happened to the club. And one of the guys told me that like, yeah, like you should be careful with Oka pipe, with people like exchanging what you call the flavors and all the stuff for you. And also the people that are like are doing the Oka pipe thing, they can do that so you can get drunk quickly, and then you go and then they rent out the Oka pipe that you're using. So since then I was like, oh, okay, fine. But I was so glad that like that thing happened so quickly that like we came back home early, and I was okay the following morning. But also I was stressed like with the maybe drugs or whatever that they have put in the Oka pipe, because andiyazi which like mhlambi izawuvela at a certain stage, remember imsebenzini or whatever. So yeah, that was the night that I had with my crush. Also, I didn't get embarrassed because like obviously I was with him. He saw like the drinks that I had, and yeah, also so it was the worst night. Also remember, like it was our first night going out, and then that happened, and yeah, and then since then obviously with the guy, he would like come and want to see me and also before that I got tired of this guy. Like I think I came into senses of like, you know what, I'm just like wasting my time. Also with me going with him out on a date, and then like I have to pay for everything. He doesn't, like, obviously he said that like he doesn't have money and all stuff, but I understood. But after that I was like, oh fuck, remember I that means like I have to not play 50. I can play 50-50, but like I have to be the one who's what you call, since like I approached this guy. Remember, I got his number, and then like I texted him first and all the stuff. So I was like, maybe I'm the one who's actually expected to play the role, since like the one who firstly approached him. So I was like, I saw the game like it was going daughter. Yes, it happened once, but not anymore. Like he's not my type. But yes, he was. But at this moment, he's not my type, because like really, I'm gonna suffer. So that was the end of the date. Gesana ni crush yam wandidika. Anyway, hayi sangandidika. Yaphela into yethu, just because then you know with like, so I have to play a main role to this person just because I had that gut of texting him and telling him how I feel first before he comes to me. So that was it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please make sure that you subscribe, you like, and you comment. See you on another story time, if ever, maybe vlog or something. But yeah, please guys subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.